Right. But I was wondering. So we've been talking about like comeback mechanics, or like underdog sort of bonuses. Back during the very first Outfit Wars, or maybe just the testing. I think we killed it before it went live. But there was like you gained points via kills, and it was just too much. Like basically the outfits didn't even need to capture territory. They would just kill everybody. Like killers like yourselves. And it like defeated the point. I think that the current format, as far like it's understandable, especially when you got like good casters, saying the strategy.
Hello?
Oh Jesus!
You there, Wrel? We lost you for a sec. Oh, now he's muted. All right, technical difficulties. Pause, champ.
Yep.
Everyone's Monkadelvium. They're getting him, bro. Rel, no! They got him.
Is it good now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, my microphone is on its last legs.
Jesus.
Where did my
You're talking about kills and potentially incentivizing that, and then you kind of cut off.
It was just
Right.
after you said kills would contribute too much to points, and you could just not cap territory.
Yeah. So that got removed.
It out on, kills being like 1 or 10 for like 1 point or something along, like 10 for like I don't know,
Well,
1
so-
for 50 points or whatever. 50 for
Yeah. Like there would definitely need to be balancing involved. I'm wondering if you had like a pool of basically like comeback points for like the last place outfit. If the kills that they achieved up to a certain amount would give them points. It would always keep you in the running, even if you're getting like PV1, because you're just feeding them better outfits. Was their killers or whatever. And the people who are getting focused, at least this season, have been like those really scary high KDR players. So I wonder if that's a mechanic that could be more conducive to a 1v1v1 format. But I'd be interested in your take on it.
I mean, I would appreciate it if there was some form like that, like you only got points for kills if you're in last place, and then it stopped as soon as you weren't in last place.
Yeah.
I think the matches would go by quicker, but that's probably not a good thing overall. But yeah, I think you might have to up the limit to like 1,000 for that. But
yeah, if it was flat like that,
you have to up it to
just
like 1,000, and then only get points where you're underneath a certain threshold of points, or you're lost, something along those lines. It would just
Right.
give you a way to battle back, but. I mean,
yeah, if we can build up a pool of points that are like based on how long the match has gone on, or
the
something like that.
Perfect right now, but it's definitely better than the first thing that we had, like having to cap bases on live and the bugs that resulted from that.
Yeah,
but
getting there is way better.
was rough.
Now it's just a matter of like when we are there.
I tried getting into season 1 of on Emerald, and that was a mess. I got to play season 2, but
But at what cost?
well, I played.
The-
I remember Zyrus and I were both grinding for it, like for GD12, and it took hours.
Yeah,
of our
the
days,
qualifiers
and,
were
it was
awful.
rough. It was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say it was fun though.
3 days.
It was fun to just like play the game together finally. But yeah, what was awful about it was that we didn't get to play. So that was really the only thing I think from both of our ends. I don't want to talk for you though, Zara.
Funnily, it was actually 2RAF who kicked us out on third at that time, if you remember. Which is
Yeah,
quite
it was
funny.
2RAF, AOD, and then I'm forgetting the other one.
Salt.
Oh, and Salt. Yeah, Salt. So
Yeah.
yeah, we grinded all day, and then we ended up not getting it. But I don't think it was the grind that was the issue. It was more like
No.
us not actually getting to play at all. Like if there was more
exactly.
seeds, weren't we in 4th or something after we got knocked off?
Yes,
It was like
yeah.
if there was more seeds, then I think we would have been fine with grinding because there was that end reward. But yeah, it is what it is. Like that's just the past that we're kind of talking about now.
Yeah, and there was a lot of burnout associated at that time too. Like, and given how people were like how hard everybody was going. Yeah. What do you think about maybe not single eliminations, but maybe like some losers bracket sort of stuff?
I think that's hard to kind of talk to.
Yeah,
'cause,
it's hard.
like,
It's hard to do because you don't know how many signups you're going to get at all, and if you have a losers bracket at that point, it could result in like if you say you have only like 8 people who sign up, how do you even do a losers bracket at that point? Because you still got to do playoffs and the start matches, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely some work we need to go into it. So like my goal right now, at least as far as the just the thought process. So like first off, this entire Outfit Wars has been very difficult. Not just for the players, but for the team.
No, I don't envy you. You've had to like be the referee the whole time. Like
I have
well, I
one
mean,
thing.
just the tech to like fixing all the problems. It was just misstep after misstep after misstep.
I have
so,
one
like,
thing to say
yeah, go
about the system of the signups. Make it so that people can't accidentally sign up, please.
yeah, the only reason we were there is because we accidentally signed up.
As much as I enjoy the meme factor of getting to gold, being top VS outfit on a meme sign up from someone who probably shouldn't have had perms to sign up, which is an option. The actual signing up process is like you click a button and you pay resources and then you're in, and there's no way of undoing it.
Right. Did you
Difficult.
did you happen to read like where I talk about a lot of these problems in
Yes,
in a dev letter? Okay.
It's just something that an outfit member, my co-lead, just reminded me of it, and I wanted to mention it because I think a lot of people could accidentally sign up in a lot of cases. I think a lot of people did, and then would just
No, yeah,
decide to
totally.
play.
Yeah, we've actually already got that solved internally.
Okay, good.
A new system set up. Yeah,
If
we've made a lot of
hadn't
changes.
won that match, the first match we played, we definitely wouldn't have even attempted to play at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's man, the worst part for the first few weeks of Outfit Wars was just like watching the empty matches and then the casters doing their best. Like PSP has been amazing, just like continually like getting casters on all the matches and trying to like. So if you, I don't know how much you guys.
Doing very good work.
Yeah, no, like there's a whole bunch. I think Farah even came back, and he was for a long time like my favorite caster for like community smash and that sort of thing. But it's like there's a lot of positivity outside of the system or surrounding like the actual like watching the matches and that sort of thing. It does depend on who's casting. I think to some degree. In fact, I think the saltiest that I've seen people about Outfit Wars happens to be in this particular stream.
Say it.
It's true. It's just like and the people
I
here
agree.
who are watching you are kind of there for that.
Casting experience depends on the caster. Wise words.
And then yeah. I
was mad. I am still a little mad, but like the thing is, like after me and you talked, I feel like I've done a bit better. I don't know if you think so or not, but like I was just more mad about like the due diligence side of like not making sure that the outfits that we're signing up would even get to play or would be able to play, excuse me, in a format that was like, like having like 20 people, 30 people is enough, but like like somebody just signing up with like one person and then just like almost ruining the match. And then another issue is like the seating of how that kind of applies to the other outfits. Like a big reason that, like, I don't want to call it any outfit specifically because I'll just call it more drama. So I'll just say a lot of the reason why some of the outfits were able to get to like gold or silver brackets because they kind of had padding. They didn't have to verse hard outfits. Whereas like Help and B-Way literally had to verse each other over and over again to the point that Help got knocked out. And then 3-Way, even though they won, they got knocked out as well. And then it's kind of like a strike in their pride as well as like a strike in their skills. I don't know. That one's a tough one. But I agree. I was really salty. I think now I've kind of been getting better, except last week where Cyanide just kind of threw as well. But it's been less about me getting mad at the dev team fully and more like a 50-50 of me getting mad at like the format itself, but then how the players are like metagaming or, trying to set the tournament so that they can get like, oh, if I'm not gonna get the gold reward, let me try and get the silver one instead. But yeah, not to rant for too long.
No, I mean it's fun to be mad, and have a lot of emotions around this stuff. It's just I think like it's much more helpful for everyone involved, including the audience, when there's like okay, these are the specific problems. Hopefully we get solutions in the future. Like it's a very different attitude.
Engineering mindset, building the future.
Than just like.
Well, I kind of share the mentality that I think a lot of people share, where it's like, if this is whatever. So I don't know. So it depends on that too. So
like normal circumstances, it should be considered like this is life. This is what it is. We threw the alpha tag on it because we know that there's some things that we need to get changed in the future.
Alpha,
and
right.
We didn't have an opportunity to like play the game at this scale or play the Outfit Wars system at this scale. So a lot of things.
That's a difficult one too. That is a
someone Nexus be beta.
Difficult one as well because it's like they have to people when they put feedback, it's like, is your feedback going to be even like, I don't know, is it going to have any sort of weight because we don't really know who you are? Because I would argue that there are people that should have if you want, but
yeah, because it seems to be a lot of people asking about it. Like,
right.
But when it comes to the final, I mean, Wrel, when you were watching me and maybe you were watching other POVs at the same time because you can do that with like multi-Twitch. Like, what were your like almost like what were your observations of it? And like, were there any lessons learned from it on your side? Will you walk away with like what you saw to like, I don't know, because I like to think of my feedback as indirect feedback. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'll show what's going on, and then it's kind of like your decision to kind of move forward off, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, so like the comeback mechanic sort of conversation, or maybe not that specifically, but just like how do you make people stop playing for a second specifically?
Yeah,
that's a concern that's been in for since the early weeks. But it's like, okay, we're stuck with it now. Can't change the format mid-season, and God, yeah, it'd be super difficult to do that anyway.
Do you think
I think that's the biggest thing.
Or go ahead. Sorry.
So I think like that's the biggest point of concern. That and then also having more like, all right, so if you go to the Fortnite website and look at all of their tournament the rulings, like they started out like a designer wrote it. It's just like there's like don't do this, don't do this, and then eventually as more tournaments begin to happen, there's like more and more legalese because of just how what's the best way to say this, like because of like if people see if they see a hole, they're gonna exploit it and then look back and say like, oh no, you didn't tell us specifically that we can't do this thing. Well, people specifically like don't put up signs that say don't pee in the pool, but like when people pee in the pool or maybe poop in the pool, like everybody in the pool has to get out, right? Like it's just a known thing. So there's but
the unspoken code of conduct. Oh boy.
Unfortunately, I think that if we go into season 2, like we'll have to have a more like a tighter code of conduct.
A tighter code of conduct. That's why we do our research, boys.
For like the expectations of what the players, how their behavior should be, and I also think that some of this is kind of untenable, like the overhead that's included in trying to regulate outfits on the level that it would make sense to like have to regulate them if you're saying like, oh no heavy like collusion or whatever. It's expensive. Like there's just a lot of overhead that the team doesn't necessarily. Like our team's not large enough to do that. It's not like we're pulling CS in to monitor every match and like make calls, mid-season or whatever. And then what if, people at the end of it at championships just decide to throw? Like, so this is probably the hardest, 2v1 that I've seen in all the championships that I've been watching today.
So he agrees. It was a 2v1.
It's like, yeah, this is there's
the lead game designer agrees that it was a 2-1.
It's in the game. It's encouraged in a lot of cases, and it's how it goes.
Yeah,
like it's
absolutely.
expected. Everyone expected it.
Yeah. By the way, Wrel, I hope you don't get hate for saying what you just said there because you just said that they 2v1 us. Like, I don't want you to get in trouble for that.
I mean,
I agree. They did.
No, I mean, but like you said, Shock, like
trouble?
There wasn't any like malice in the words or anything, and it made sense that they would do that because you guys are killers. Like that's, I think if anything, like Zyros, you could have in any 2v1 situation, like I think the best way out of it, or at least to break the like cycle, is to focus a single base. So you're not spending your pop.
That's why we did KN1.
Yeah.
Like pushed
right off the
gate, and then we pushed the 2-round swap gate and had 6 bases by the end of it. That's all we could do. Like
right.
I was doing everything I could to break out of it, but there was at the end of the day, having 0 points for 10 minutes just made it impossible.
No, and I feel like that was the thing that killed you too. Like not seeing the 2v1 at the start and then like getting a win on one of the home bases. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not faulting you for any of this. Please don't make it sound like that. Or like, I'm saying like.
Take it as that. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. But yeah, like obviously the format should improve, and I do think that it should be conducive to, like, if we're gonna be having 1v1v1s in any sort of, like, in a way that just makes it more fun and like understandable for everybody, and like there's not this sort of like the ability to blame collusion or to even blame like ringers and that sort of thing. Like I want to remove all the excuses.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that kind of led to what happened
today
happened last weekend. It's happened to 16 3 times now. That's why I played the meme, like the country roads, and it's us losing both of our home bases. It's because like the steal is possible. Like we lost. I don't know when you tuned in to me specifically, but right at the beginning when 2RAF stole.
Salad, why is the audio going so fast? Because I'm doing research. I'm trying to get through it as fast as I can. If it's too fast, I can slow it down a little bit. I thought I'd make it a little more bearable by sharing it with my friends here on the stream. This is what I do. A lot of what I do when I get ready for a podcast is I listen to a lot of things that people have said. Try to understand where people are coming from with things. But I've got another 30 minutes of this. I'm not sure if I'll listen to all of it, but if I listen to it at 1.5 speed, then I'll get through it in 20 minutes. Let me know if it's too fast to follow. I'll slow it down to like 1.25.
The base that my squad was supposed to be at, it was 1 second.
It's because no, it wasn't. It was 4 because Gan died on impact, and then yes.
P.S. Why does my voice sound so tired? Oh my god.
It was 4. R1, the KN1 one was 1 second.
No, they didn't actually start flipping though till 1 second because we were fragging them.
Oh yeah, but still, like you had 4 seconds on the timer.
Are you talking about the difference between their time and our time?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about like when they dropped specifically. When they dropped, it was 1 second. It flipped. They had more people. We couldn't kill them fast enough, and then. Like it's so many. I don't know.
There is one thing about the whole catch-up mechanics.
Wait, do you mind me finishing my point real quick, Zara? Sorry.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah,
like I think the main issue is kind of like the whole base stealing. Have that quick steal 1 second and then
first place, like, and punish you for winning basically, because the system already.
So usually whoever has the most of that resource, robbing the person with the most money. But then if one person is showing up and it's Zyros and he's like,
I'm just trying to hear what Wrel said to get a sense of what he was thinking when all this was going south a year ago. You weren't sure what was going on. Yeah. I've never actually done this. I've never actually streamed my podcast research before. I might not ever do it again, but I thought that'd be kind of fun. I'm talking to Wrel tomorrow, and I'm trying to. I didn't have enough time to squeeze in everything I needed to get done yesterday, so I'm trying to get a little bit today. Usually, I try not to work too hard the day before a podcast. I try to focus on rest and stuff like that, but it's Wrel, so I have my I's dotted and T's crossed.
He's like, I'm also going to rob this bank. And then the two other guys are like, oh, we're also robbing the bank at the same day. And we know Zyros is a known bank robber. He's a savant, like, stealing all the money when it comes to competitive formats. Now in this situation, and then, yeah, like
initial deployment and understand the population, harp on the catch-up mechanic thing, like if the beginning matters as much. Because like there's a lot of cool strategy for people's like initial deployment, and understanding the population thing is kind of like the biggest issue that it seems that you're outlining here. But I wonder if there's like maybe so terrain is or territory is super understandable. You know, like you either have it or you don't, or it's in contest or being contested, or it's cut off, and ultimately results in points. Like if you that I feel like is probably one of the saving graces. If you were to make it like obfuscate it too much, so like if everybody was competing, well actually, sorry, I was mulling some stuff over in my head. Like you know, if the player stats factored in more, like suddenly it becomes way less obvious, like who's gonna win and that sort of thing. So I think if you can like find a mixture of the two, like the
my response to what you were saying earlier about like adding kills, as much as I like that, because again, it would like if somebody was getting double teamed.
Here, I'll show you actually. So here's my podcast notes. I'm gonna do a little bit of work on them before we sit down and talk. Usually what I'll do is I'll just do a lot of looking at stuff, or write down everything that seems relevant. Like I listened to the Afflict Shocker podcast, but they had Wrel on. A lot of interesting stuff in here. This is all before Outfit Wars Alpha 3 went down. I took down notes about stuff like, you know, he felt that that RPG had failed to communicate their vision clearly, and talked about how difficult it was to put ego aside and take feedback. All interesting topics, right? How RPG was now in charge of their own destiny, weren't beholden to high level direction. So interesting questions as to potentially bring those up. I don't know. The interview is conversational, no matter what. But the more the more I know, the better job I can do. And here's someone actually did a brief transcription of my podcast with Wrel. I did with him a year and a half ago, which usually I go back and re-listen to our last conversation. I probably will listen to some of it tomorrow, but this is a pretty good summary. So I probably don't need to go through every single minute of it. Anyway, I'm just doing that on my other screen while this is playing.
Then it was blatant from like the stats, because there are a lot of people who claimed double teams, and I was watching because I watched all the Connery and Emerald matches that I could that were claiming. The issue with that I find is,
people watching Archie 266 watching you currently, maybe I have to refresh. Like that's more people than ever watch Planetside 2.
I'll kind of break that down too, but I'll keep you going because I don't know if the reasons why they're watching are good. But continue.
Well, okay, I can guess where you're kind of going too.
Yeah.
But like this didn't start without Outfit Wars. Like there was. I think that having these sort of broadcast experiences gives you something to watch that isn't just some dude farming kills or like.
Broadcast
No, I agree 100% there.
Yeah,
that has been the major disadvantage of Planetside.
It's something different to do because it's either some Zergfit leader leading a platoon on stream, or it's someone just farming a bunch of kills, which is boring to like half the community in both aspects. Like
yeah, no,
it's something different to do, and I appreciate that.
I definitely don't like consider this like esports or whatever. Like it's very much should be like an in-game sort of. It's an event, like it's a tournament format. Yes, there's rewards,
like an exhibition.
And it's not. God, like I've grown very quickly to detest the word competitive because of how people perceive it. But you know what? Like Fortnite Battle Royale is competitive too. Like it's 1v1.
Anything could be competitive if it's got
again, I don't
people
think
playing on it in it to win. That is
not
competitive by nature.
You are competing, right? Like that's what it actually is. Like it's not
Exactly.
esports. That's a totally different like subset. Like so it's I've been trying to not use that word at all. I've just been calling it like an event or like a a tournament or whatever because that weird verbiage has kind of like triggered the community lately. But I do think that it should just be like an event that outfits can go in and they can leverage their skills and their strategies and their efficacy with the different parts of the game and before.
Prior to it, yeah, exactly. It gets people to actually think about the game rather than just.
Those are free. Those are like free for alls. Like whether it's alert meta or it's different metas.
So we're 30 minutes into a 50-minute video. Usually the way conversation goes, the rest of the conversation, there is not going to be a lot left to be said. So I'm probably just going to skim through the rest of it. Mainly focusing on things that Wrel says.
When you bring it down to something where again you're fighting over matchups, I think Gellos brought it up very, very well in his, because I talked to him one day out of my head. So, etc. When people get mad on teams Warpgate, the elite people.
So like pull in.
I expect answers right now. I'm just kidding. Like
you and everybody else.
Yeah, no. Just the fact that you're talking to me and Zyrus right now is huge. So I really appreciate it. But go ahead, Zyrus.
I do have like one thing, because this has just basically been brought up for me. How do you actually define who is the best outfit on like a server without them actually fighting each other? Because essentially you're basically competing for points to get ahead of another outfit, but you're not actually competing against that outfit. So it's impossible to determine who actually is the best outfit on said server unless you physically define it by the points that they have against the other factions. But you don't actually fight the same matchups that they do as the other outfits. So you could get an easy run to the final, but you could still be worse than another outfit that basically went out before round of 3.
Yeah, the thing is that you should never have an easy run to the final. Like there was a lot of issues in this particular season. Like so, you had the outfits that would sign up, and then nobody would appear. You're right, so you get a free win. And then on top of that, you'd have the tie-breaking system was bugged. So it was like making it so certain outfits would like always like break the tie or like be on top of the tiebreaker, which isn't supposed to happen. Like you should be fighting different people every match based on the points or whatever.
Right, but could there potentially be a situation in the future where you could actually have and this obviously could happen, and you could have 3 outfits of the same faction in a match? But
that's our biggest hang-up.
Could you actually have 2 outfits from a different faction or from the same faction fight each other for a place?
Yeah, because it's like how do we know that like 3-way is better than 69 KD, like those 2 VS outfits?
I'd like to fight 3-way just
that would be sick
in that format, just to see who would actually come out on top of that. Because at the moment you're fighting other outfits purely to get ahead of other outfits instead of actually fighting those same outfits.
And the day that we were able to do 1v1s is the day that we solved that problem. Because like like technically you could swing it like I could do it in a super janky way where you throw a couple of the same outfits in, assign them to different teams because team technology kind of came along with NSL. But there was a lot of like usability issues with that. There's just a lot of problems in general.
Same faction outfits fight each other. Okay, yeah.
Yes, and that's what we'd have to solve before we get into a 1v1 at all. Because like if you think about just how the tournament bracket would work, like you're eventually, if you're looking for like top outfits or whatever, like eventually you're going to be fighting somebody who's on your same faction, and you need ways to like clearly differentiate them from enemies or like from your allies. So that's like that's the big challenge, and that's like we would have to again like devote a bunch of resources to it. My timeline would probably be like 6 months after we started working on it just to get it live, along with doing other things. This system in general has taken us quite a while. It was well, I guess I shouldn't speak too much about the development process of it, but yeah.
You might
It's
cop a lot
hard.
of flack from random people if there is 3 VS outfits in a final.
Because my issue here, that's true, but I'm just gonna as things mediating. You're stretched. It is one of those things where I know a lot of people, but I don't envy you at all, and I respect.
Game to glory through the mud and everything else, and for doing their job like that. No, like the game doesn't die. I totally could be that guy who, well, I mean, I can't be honestly because I'm not built that way. Who is just like doing their job like that? No, like the game doesn't die. Like until I stop working on it. Like that's I will drag this game to glory through the mud and everything else. And fortunately, I have a great team that helps like achieve everything. I will drag this game to.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Yeah.
I totally could be that guy who, well, I mean, I can't be honestly because I'm not built that way. Who is just like doing their job like that? No, like the game doesn't die. Like until I stop working on it. Like that's I will drag this game to glory through the mud and everything else. And fortunately, I have a great team that helps like achieve everything. Oh man, yeah, like working like a 9 to 5, like I don't consider that. Like that's not my job. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with like trying to shepherd a title like this. I think that we've gotten that balance wrong sometimes. You know, the community's felt it too. Like there's unexpected emotional energy, maybe period of time. Like so, yeah. I mentioned before that Outfit Wars has had a lot of cost. You know, overhead is what I refer to it as. It's just like, yeah, you know, it takes a lot of, like you said, I'm going to get the words wrong, but like stress, emotional energy, maybe. And it's more than we can handle right now. So I'm honestly glad that this championship is kind of like done because it'll give us the chance to like refocus a little bit. We don't have to deal with drama every single week. Seriously.
Yeah. I've been attacked a lot too during it. These people in chat, they're testing.
So we do have an internal testing group, like you said. We haven't done we were trying to get around to it. Side of a corner, like you can get rocket shipped into the air.
I've done a horrible thing.
Well, now I'll be on the lookout. Side of a corner, like okay, you're lucky I don't know about that one.
Oh.
I only know about the launchpad stuff from like.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. The very last thing.
So to the folks.
I don't know how much of this I'm going to actually watch.
To the folks that
it's hard to say. Bastion Flea Carrier was definitely like the biggest, coolest thing for sure. But in the war asset system, that was pretty intense as well. But man, yeah, I think maybe NSO. It was something that I was wanting to do for a long time. If you go back a really long ways.
Maybe something pretty big. From Slave Philly, he asks, are you guys planning on somehow implementing the new vehicles fully into the game? So we're talking about the Lodestar, the Deliverer, and the player retention somehow. Do you think like platoon leading, is there anything else we can do as just players in the game?
Yep, I'm maxed out. This might be interesting, but I got no more room in my brain. I gotta relax. Time to frag. Time to frag. It's good to know your limits. It's good to know your limits. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna reset my ASP points and put LMGs on my engineer. I think that'll be cool to do. How do I do that? ASP point refund. 5,000 certs for $13. That is the question. Save the certs for now. So I'm gonna have to remake my light assault. Fast, SMG, secondary, yep. And I want to do LMGs on the engineer. I have one more point to spend, and I'm thinking either shotgun secondary or EMP for the NG, but I don't really know. I'm just gonna hold it in reserve for now. Let's fix our loadouts. Let's use... Okay, that's good enough for now. Enjoy the Connery Opzerg. Are they invading Emerald? Howling Pass. Yuck. Yuck. Isn't there like a terminal I can use to redeploy now, or is that only on Osher? It's only an Osher thing. Where the research? You missed it. First 30 minutes of the stream, I was going over the last video on my research list for podcast tomorrow. Not very interesting content, probably. I don't think most people would find it very... Oh, Quartz Ridge. Okay, I like Quartz Ridge. Sorry, the game sounds a little lower. It's a little bit of a slow lead-in. A little music, a little chat. Yeah. Goblins and TR and Merc on NC. Oh, interesting. See if I can get to that Vanguard. That's not going to hit anyone. Pibble, Lancer. My friends, how are y'all doing tonight? Hope your Wednesday was a good one. Thank you. All right, this is a bad spot for us. Is this our base? No, it's their base. And we're cut off. Lol. Okay. So what is it, would you say, you are doing here, Papa Vado? That guy was just in there? Alright. This is cursed.
Facility is secure. Excellent work.
I got a little obsessed over lunchtime today for some reason. I think work pissed me off too much. I started doing some napkin calculation about bionics and nanoweave and trying to figure out what I should run. I still like the idea of running bionics and survivalist. But I think that, as you can see, I've gone back to survivalist regen on my light assault. Also, after doing a bunch of math, I've reaffirmed just how ridiculously strong nanoweave still is. It's basically still mandatory if your intention is to shoot infantry. Look at this fucking drifter. Let's go. Look at the balls, the cojones. Beautiful. He's outside. I'm digging this song. Need a little bit more health. Revive me. Revive me. Sorry, fuzzballs. Fuck. Fuck. Rogue Wolf. Because there's half a dozen medics with 5 feet of you, you think you're going to get a revive? Yeah. Yeah, man. In fact, I think I'm entitled to a revive. The truth of the matter is I'm a streamer, and therefore I deserve one. Right? That's how it works? I think that's how it works. Oh my god. I'm not going to survive this. I would love to run all those men over, though. Okay. Look at this footserg. This is Planetside, bro. Oh, what should I do? Maybe I can get someone to gun a harasser. That would be fun. Get a gunner. Get a gunner. Oh, How many did I get? 3. All right. Maybe someone needs a gunner. Maybe we can try that tactic. That guy got through with no problem. Apparently, it's the blue guys who have their shit together tonight, and we're just like chopped liver over here on purple. Papa Vanu is not putting in the reps tonight. See you. Why do friendlies always try to play fetch with grenades? It's a question as old as time, my friend. Better to ask why the wind blows or why the sun shines. Yeah, we'll do another medic run. That was kind of fun. Can I get this guy? Or I can get this guy, though. Bro, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck him. Push in. Don't be a little bitch peeking the doorway for 15 hours. Get a life. Push in. Oops. Yep, that was my fault. Let's blast o'clock. And they're guarding the outside of that base so well. It's almost like there's a capture point out there. I got bored. Life of Medic is just not cut out for me. Hate to say it. But my KD. That's why you gotta get to be like Deeg. Post stats. Post stats. I'm a post-statistical planet man. Numbers don't exist to me. Only qualitative judgments, such as swell and wonderful. Ah, wonderful headshot. Jolly good. Best friends. I'm just gonna cover this guy's back. Is my brother now? Oh God! Oh, there's no one there yet. Oh, 16 health. What up? Nano Weave saved me. What's up? I mean, literally, what is up? Like shot. Not a C4, right? Yeah. Fuck. Swell. Rad. I defy quantitative analysis. The fuck out of my Indar X. Adolf, yo! Also, what's up, Van? This is actually a banging fight. This is so fun. Should we try the engineer thing again? Maybe we can get someone a gun for? There's gotta be someone who needs a gun around here. Lightning. Mag Rider. Yeah, I can help this guy out. Wait up, friend. I have your back. Just don't leave without me. Alright, let's go. Well, don't overcommit, my boy. Don't overcommit, my boy. Waking up. I got some wake up music on for you. I took my fucking gunner seat so I got out to repair. Alright, well, enjoy your half destroyed Sunderer. No more reps from me. I guess we gotta play some heavy. Gotta do what you gotta do. No team play. All solo. Let's go. Should I take the res? Yes. Oh no. Yo, Futzerg, is this PS1? Yes. We are entering Planetside 1 mode. I'm single-handedly dragging this game back to Planetside 1 mode. Let's go. Oh, yes. I'm killed by the aura of Vanu. This is crazy. Wow. This is fucking crazy. You have no luck catching Osher? Yeah. I was hoping to get on today too, but this is a fucking... I don't know. This is hitting something. Look at this fucking Zerg. The Oshir is bleeding over into Indar. Holy shit. Oh, no, let me in. Ah! There we go. Make haste, gentlemen. We are about to be orbitally struck. Ah, yes. Well, it's just a tickle. I ain't got no time for passengers. I gotta get that sweet deployment XP. Every Sunderer driver ever. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, God. Can we survive? We should have popped out. I have no idea how to navigate this space without jump jets. I'm deadly serious. I have no clue. Oh, sure, open on Connery. Nice. Get no freezes today on Emerald. Wow. What the fuck? I just got through scot-free. He's mowing everyone down! Pulling at me. Get this bad boy reloaded. I mean, they have the base. They can just spawn inside of it, right? I guess they can't play cars to do that. Oh, okay. Apparently that guy was there. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're fixed as far as that stuff goes. Vladimir Bot got me up. Thank you, sir. What? Where? Ah. Cloaker. Oh, this song fucking slaps. Suck it, Wagel. I would like a Sandover, please. I guess that's what I get for making fun of their armor. I'll try to pull one up. I have a funny feeling it's not going to work. But we'll try. First person only. Okay. Armor game has begun. So the only way I can play is to have a friend. Or to do something fun like slashing, maybe? I have no idea how to do that, though. What should I do? Try to bone up on our lightning. Like 15 lightning instead of like 7 NBTs. Can't get the range on this thing. How do I hit anything with this? It's not there. People actually like playing in these things? It's kind of slow and boring, isn't it? Joseph! Hey! What it is? We're attempting a little armor gameplay, which I am really, really bad at, so I expect this to end in tears, and shortly. Why didn't I shoot? I think my shots were just disappearing. Oh, there's one. I landed. You've reduced the available storage on your PC for the sake of dopamine and have made a blue man. Oh, new conglomerate, huh? That means new conglomerate Karen's in your ear, huh? She whispering sweet nothings to you? Come on, guys. I know you can do better. Come on. Alright. This is a long song. I'm enjoying it, but I don't need it to be 1000% the whole time. Oh, I hit another tank. I hit another tank. Oh, I killed another tank! Right to mom and dad. Uh-oh. Well, lasted longer than I thought I would. Let's play a little light assault. See if I can get away with it. Can confirm I'm 100% USDA certified hot garbage at the game. Join the club. What we lack in skill, we more than make up for with enthusiasm. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Look at all this. This is fascinating, this whole fight. Oops, didn't mean to jump off. Dialogue Volume 0. Well, I mean, if you prefer the music, I mean, I don't blame you. I'd rather listen to music than listening to myself talk. Who am I kidding? I love listening to myself talk. We should be honest here on the Deeg stream. Shouldn't say untrue things. Knock, knock. Oh, C4 didn't go anywhere. Oh shit, they're on this side of the wall. Run! Scared. Who's shooting me? On those settings, you lose the tracer after a couple hundred meters. Oh yeah, interesting point. Alright. Should I stay and defend the lane, or should I try to drop to a more interesting fight? The Palisade is a fun base. I like the Palisade. We're about to lose this facility. Let's go check it out. Let's hop back to that lane if we want to. I can come back anytime I want. Another win for Space America? Okay. Y'all freedom-loving, blue jeans having, cowboy hat wearing. Join the metaverse or die. There's vehicles up there. No! Don't you... Couldn't do anything about that. Losing the base in 10 seconds. And I gotta... Oh, they killed the vehicle terminal. Oh well. Going back to fight Space America, I guess. Or am I gonna go defend the Watchtower? Nope, no, defend the Watchtower. I'm gonna go fight against Space Russia. So what nation is Vanu? Purple. Space Japan, right? That'll be it, right? Space Japan? Maybe Space China? My shots are getting ate up. I don't want to go down that line. Killed way too easy. Let's jump up to this thingy. Getting bored.
We're about to lose this facility.
Well, that was certainly not boring. Sorry, I'm not watching chat. I'm too stimulated. Wait, there are cowboy hats? Yes, there are cowboy hats, Joseph. If you play blue. You did not fail Grandpa Vanu, you failed yourself. Oh no, copyright music warning. Emergency Planetside 1 music. You think you were someone's first kill? Yeah, well, it had to be someone. Space Nazis? I wouldn't go with Nazis. It's too pejorative. It's too strong of a term. Like, if you're gonna call something a Nazi, you gotta, like, mean it's bad. I don't think the TR are bad. They just love vodka. Who doesn't, you know? What can I do here to flip the script? I have no more C4. A shot in the back? Looks like a shot in the back. Let's go up. I'm not C4. S11C, baby, let's go. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Fuck. I know y'all want to push out the store. I know y'all want to push out the store. Oh, that's a friendly res. Oh. Let's get some ammo. Some down here I can take, I think. Yeah, here we go. How fast do I get the music notification? I'm not sure how fast it is. I tried to put on Dio the other day, and I think it was within like 15 seconds. It seems like different copyrighted stuff has different like tolerance levels. I really have no idea how it works. But I have learned my lesson. If I don't heed the warning, they will make the stream unavailable for y'all, which I don't like. Getting bored. BFG division plays. Joseph, you're surprised how awesome people are when they try to kill you despite the loyal banter in chat. Loyal banter in chat. Yeah, I mean, most people just want to have fun and want to share their enjoyment of the game. I think it's what most people want, really. That's a pretty fun alert. Amarish and Hassan are open. Okay. Hassan is definitely more fun. Nason's is already popping. All right, Joseph. You're about to be introduced to Nason's Defiance, the most important base in late night Planetside. When the hour is late and the fights are small, if Hassan is open, you can rely upon a 3-sided fight at Nason's Defiance, a beautiful base that you will get to know oh so well, I'm sure. Orange pancakes. Mirror Bay. Mirror Bay's. I think all the like hardcore infantry dudes hate Mirror Bay Watchtower, but I think it's fun. People give you tips after steamrolling you. That is really cool, or I mean, condescending depending on what your mood is, I guess. All right, I have Icarus jets, and I'm all the way up here, so that means I'm boned. There's no way I can break this fall. Unless I slide down the tree very carefully. Let's see what I can manage here. I need a little bit of encouraging music. No, not this. TR theme? Blah. No, no, no. No! This'll work. Let's go. New continent. Deeg makes his incursion from the trees. Let's go. They can go be sweaty elsewhere. Try hards, cry hards. Ooh. Strong words. Strong words. Impulse grenades softening a fall. That's an interesting question, Rogue Wolf. I've never tried to use them in that way. I like the NC theme, but I needed my character to feel it, you know? Although there's a part of my heart that bleeds blue. I played NC for like a couple years back in Planetside 1 days. Much to the chagrin of Papa Vanu. Okay, where are we going? Alright, so this is the B point of Nason's Defiance. Now we're gonna push onwards to the base and the C point that lies underneath in its grim underbelly. That's a max. I can drop on it. Popped. Oh, far away. Still got him. Ricochet that bad boy. Let's go. Let's get our pulse grenade back. Easy clap. Lanzer, I saw you left me a comment on about Max's. I haven't read it yet. I've been so fucking busy. Have base that never ends? Yes. That's what makes Nason's beautiful. It is the soul of Planetside, a never-ending conflict that never resolves, and we just have fun all the way home. That is the soul of Nason's. Oh. You're telling me, you said you don't think the average lifespan of a max is as high as you and Kami were speaking to. I can't remember what we were saying about the average lifespan. I feel like most of what we talked about was the maximum lifespan. I feel like that's the argument that changed Kami's mind about it. I'll be honest with you, Lancer. Even after that, I still don't feel super strongly one way in the max argument. I definitely find myself feeling resentful of it at times, but it's not because any. Oh no, that guy just rocked me. I didn't even know what I was shooting at there. You keep talking about his killing potential. Maximum lifespan. In Kami's video, if he gets babysat by NGs and that's really not a normal situation, he acknowledges it because he doesn't believe it. Well, like, what's the difference between, like, a max being babysat by NGs without you supporting infantry around, and, like, a Sunderer being babysat by, like, a couple of lightnings and engineers and stuff? Like, because the whole point of combined arms and stuff gets supported. There's, like, this combining thing that happens, right? I don't feel like I'm arguing against you. I'm just trying to bring out your argument because I'm interested in it. I think that the weird thing is, like, that there's. Oh, here's another max. Which way is he gonna go? He chose death. Oh, nope, he got me anyway. C4 is a little touchy at times. the thing is, people don't pull. You can't pull a lightning and put it on a point. I think that's the tricky thing. Hard to articulate across text. Yeah, I respect that. I respect that. And look, I think that of my main point of the podcast is always to surface whatever I think my guest thinks. And if I have a really strong, well-articulated counter-argument, I will put it out there. But for Maxis, I don't have a counter-argument, really, because I'm sympathetic to it in many ways. And it kind of is the unit that breaks all the rules. It's an infantry unit that can't capture points. It's a vehicle that goes indoors. It's a, you know. Oh no! I wonder if I can fling myself across that chasm to get a C4. Bet you I can. 3, 2, 1. Oh, someone else got there first. Wow, that guy just like shrugged off. Huh. Shrugged me off. Let me let you on next time, word. We need to do like I'm interested in doing like a less formal venue of discussing some of these things. But to be honest with you, Lanzer, I don't know, man. I find discussing balance stuff in this game to be a little exhausting sometimes. Like, it's not really what I'm passionate to figure out. That's the same guys before. You see that? It definitely makes sense for a Max to do. So this guy's just playing a solo Max. He's doing exactly what you think is not a big deal. Wonder how many kills he got. And with his movement speed, we just couldn't. He dodged my C4. I mean, I'm not the best C4 dude in the world, but come on. And he ran up the wall. Strategic and tactical importance, how it impacted the flow of battle, not whether it needed plus 20 damage. Man, I'm interested in chatting balance personally, but vision and what Planetside sounds interesting. Just so you should let you on to if you're well-informed, qualified, valuable input. Joseph, absolutely. Next up on the podcast. I think that what people see in Maxes is predominantly what they see in Planetside. Do you see like a roadblock to a fun time? Do you see something that is such a powerful outlier that you can't get consistency out of your session? Then you're probably like playing infantry. You probably play solo a lot. You probably care about your IVI and your kill death ratio a little bit. You care about stats. You care about objectivity, provability, consistency. You're trying to reduce the variability of the experience, not make it more interesting, not make it more fuzzy. And if you like Maxes, there's a pretty good chance that the part of the game you like is the large scale of it, is the fuzz, is the part of it that gets in touch with chaos. Ooh, that guy had fast reflexes. Good for him. But little does he know. Oh, that was satisfying. Okay. Oh shit, is that right behind me? I think I'm more interested in the part of the whole Max debate that surfaces what people care about than about whether Maxes should be X or should be Z. X or Y or Z. You agree with that? True. You have to doink and max, but you imagine satisfaction make it well worthwhile. Lenzer, you use those words in your comment responses. Oh, maybe I did read it and just kind of subliminally thought it was my idea. My wife accuses me of that sometimes. She'll tell me something and I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Leave me alone. And 6 months later, I'll be like, hey, have you thought of this? And she's like, I said that exact same to you 6 months ago. And now you think it's your idea? How dare you? Totally happens to me. Or to her. That'd be more accurate. Oh, God, there's too many. Turn the mouse. Turn the mouse. Do I have a C4? I have one brick. The max! Not anymore. Lanzer, you care about those things too. You don't care much for the balance. Talk about the importance. It's all good. I can use those words. I thank you, Lanzer. Again, sounding like my wife and being okay with it. I mean that in a positive way, by the way. She's my favorite person. Van, you're sorry, but you think Planetside is chaos. It's all about those pieces playing and coming together and connecting. Yeah, and that I think is a ground truth for a lot of people who play Planetside. And I think it is also a sort of gauntlet that is thrown at players whose ground truth for Planetside is sort of stands in opposition to it, which is the people who love the gunplay, the infantry, the small scale stuff, who hate being hash farmed. I mean, everyone hates being hash farmed. What am I saying? I'm having a hard time articulating it properly. I actually have a hard time articulating the small Planetside, as I call it, because right now, ever since Osher's released, I felt more personally sympathetic to Big Planetside. I think I'm getting back in touch with what Big Planetside has always been for me. What I love about it. So I have an easier time expressing it. Okay, this is a bad spot for me. Oops. Joseph, imagine having stable relationships. Hey, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Healthy lifestyle. Lanzer, here's your comment. Oh my god, I'm probably not going to read all that. It's a bit much. Can you summarize it for me in like 2 sentences? Okay, I'm still fully stocked. What do we got here? Okay. Van, 20% like Emaxes is a fair number. No, I think that's true. I think it's much more like 80% like it. I also agree that the small Planetside guys, well, there's a sort of modal alignment, I think, in players who love the individual heroics of the infantry game and the power of the spoken word. It's kind of hard to describe, but I think that that side of the argument is more of has language as more of an ally, and because it's sort of especially the written word. I know that's kind of a fucking weird thing to say, but in 15 years, my thesis is going to come out, and you're going to think I'm a genius. Trust me. All right, I think my C4 bricks. What else can I do to contribute? Oh boy. Fuck a grenade, maybe? Done. Whoa! Quad kill! Say one more guy there. Protect the rear. I can do that. Number 4, baby. Monstrous. All right. We're dead, so I can read this now. Deeg asks, what the 20% season max suits? You're the 20%. The 20%. What did I mean when I said the 20%? Because I think that's a number that maybe Kami threw out. It doesn't sound like something that I was thinking. Anyway, okay. Whatever it is, it's the people who like max suits. So we'll just take that for a given. I'm going to sit in the Sunder for a second while I read this. Pause the music. Give it some reverence. Many options to play the game had to celebrate chaotic combined arms nature, persistent fight, dominance. You can't help dominance in a mask into the expensive enemies. You just can't help that. Getting dominated by 7 C4 decimator rock expensive all your resources. I don't think average max lifespan is as long. What you're hearing, mine certainly isn't. You run out of resources quickly from multiple pulls. Okay. I threw it. I said 80% was the masses, 20% was to play the game and talked. 5% was confused like Kami. Okay. So when I said the 80-25, the 20% that I was talking about is every single person who consumes Planetside content outside the game. That's what I was trying to say when I said that. And maybe I didn't explain that very well. So everyone in this chat right now, everyone lurking on this stream right now is in the 20%. Anyone who has made a video, who has posted on Reddit, who is written in the chat is part of the 5%. That's what I meant when I said that. And that both that 20 and that 5% are made up of people who both love and hate maxes. But that said, your defense of maxes is well taken. I think you've described exactly what people love about them. And it's exactly what people love about any sort of cross-domain interaction. Like the Scorpion, an anti-infantry heavy assault tool slot, right? Or how about that? A Cobalt Vanguard. You know? A heavily armored tank for farming infantry. That's not how you interpreted it? Yeah. Well, if you want to go back and listen to it and tell me if what I just said is what I said there, then that'd be good to know. It'll also be good to know if I said it wrong. For what it's worth, Lancer, I did a whole talk called 80-25 like last year. Just dedicated to the whole idea, if you want to listen to that. But I also feel like kind of a dick being like, refer to my prior video. This is going to chase me. You remember? $80-25 community rule. Yeah, Rogue Wolf. Remember me saying that there. You watched pretty much all my long form talks and you were submitting your resume to the RPG team. You hate the NC butt rock? Oh, okay. Let's go back to Planetside 1 music. Sorry, Joseph. I know you're into it right now. I gotta please Papa Vanu, though. Planetside. And then Nasons goes on. Did get in, but as long as the long is what it is, you'll keep making yourself available to join the team. You mean the RPG team? It says retracted. Ooh. Ooh. Too hot for YouTube. Pibble. Pibble style. Sorry, friend. Oh. Teammates are only here to kill you. Spoken like a true new conglomerate. You didn't get on the RPG team, but as long as what it is, you'll keep making yourself available to join the team. You'd like to apply your professional skill that you can't seem to catch right attention. Man, if I were you, Lanzer, unsolicited advice, I would cast a wide ass net. Wide ass net. There are a lot of teams like the RPG team that I'm sure could use someone like you. Putting all your eggs in one basket is just so painful. But I mean, if it's just Planetside you're passionate about, I also super respect that. Super respect that. I mean, I've gone through application seasons where it's taken me like 150 resumes before I got a job offer. I'm 150 applications. Like, it is so hard matching needs with talent. Shit. Too aggressive. PS2 is where you want to be. There it is. Yeah, love Planetside. But 1 week from today, roughly speaking, how you pivoting Horde to Guild Wars 2 with the expansion coming out. It's gonna be super fun. I feel like this trip back to Planetside has been like the most pleasant return trip I've had in the last few years. I think I'm finally understanding what I can get out of this experience in a way that I think Osher helped show me a little bit. You know what strong memory I have from Planetside 1? Leave me alone, sir. Ah, pulse grenade misfire. The strong memory that I remember from Planetside 1 is I always wanted to gun people's vehicles. I was just so stunned that this was a multiplayer game where you could gun other people's vehicles. I thought that was so incredible. Like, I thought that was so incredible that one person could drive, the other person could gun. It just blew my hair back. And I take any chance I could to gun a vehicle. It seemed, compared to playing all like the arena shooters that I've been playing up till that point, it just seemed so unique and cool to go out into a continent of hundreds of players with a tank and gun the thing. And that is, I think that's big Planetside. That's not Little Planetside. I really have learned to love Little Planetside. And I think that came from a sense of, for me, of personally, I can't speak for everyone, and I refuse to. It came from a sense of ego, almost. A need to prove my identity, in a way. And what's interesting is the more I become solid in my identity as a Planetside streamer and podcaster, instead of a really good player, the need to be a really good player has kind of faded. It's let me see big Planetside again. Ooh, construction base. Alright, chat catch up. You have a great job. You love where you are. PS2 is the dream job. Well, that the best thing to do is to identify the dream job and still be in a great one. That's a good position to be in. Van, you were so disappointed that Higby removed the driver-only vehicles. Isn't the driver just did that drive? I get it. I get it, though. Driving a vehicle is already sort of a thankless task. You put a gun on it, it's so much more tolerable. I remember that in Planetside 1. And you remember that because the Mag Rider had a gun on it for the driver. I think it was the only tank, the only non-lightning vehicle that had a driver gun, if I remember right. Lancer, for you, it was driving the Galaxy. It reminded you of the air transport in Renegade. Something about transporting all those troops is mind-blowing. That is cool. It is cool, right? All right, let's pull a remote terminal hacked. Let's not pull a vehicle, I guess. All right, let's pick our head up and see if there's a better fight going on. Not on Hassan, looks like. Let's pivot to Amarish. Oh, Amarish is big now. Oh. Maybe we should swap over. But they're all just stuck at the Ascent. Oh, here's a fight at Crux. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop over. That looks fun. Van, Gen holds will always stick out to you. Yes. Bro, you know what I realized the other night? I was thinking about this. I was like, wait a second. With construction in the game, we now have a mechanism for player-powered bases with cordium silos. Could you imagine if bases only powered up with a supply of cordium, and when the cordium ran out, everything turned off, and you had to resupply? It would be just like Planetside 1. I don't know if that would be good, but it would be hella cool to have like one base that was like that. Let's see how close I can get. Lancer, that's where you are too. The need to be top personnel is not your priority anymore. Big Plans is where it's at. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I really, in a sense, admire the purity and the persistence of of those who are able to really live in Little Planetside mode and stick with it. Because I don't know, I think that I don't know, I just think that they have a rough time. because the more the game grows, the less it becomes good for that. In I think a lot of ways. Although Outfit Wars coming back as 1v1, it might be able to recapture some of those folks in a big way. I hope it does. How do I defend this thing? Do I just sit in here and shoot out the doors? You're about to lose your number 1 slot for the Titan? The Titan? You mean graphics card? Titanfall? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Ooh, I can get this guy. Boink. It's the Vanguard's main gun. Oh, word. There's a light assault up here I can deal with. Nope. Oh, hell. Hello. You're number 1 in the game for Titan R Heat? Oh, I didn't know that. Lanzer, my boy. Putting in the work. DJ Skinny Steve. Now, there's a name that oozes. Oozes. Oh, man, this is going to be a good C4. Whoa! What? Oh, maybe not. Overestimated myself a little bit. Someone from Cobalt overtaking you. Go get him, Lanzer. What you doing here chatting with me when there's Titan kills to farm? Another Prowler to pop? I think so. Wide flank. Coming for me? Coming for me, bro?
Will you truly allow yourself to lose?
Oh! Not a priority anymore? Yeah. Man, I'm glad I came here. This has been a really fun fight. Put in my C4.
The Terran Republic has taken the city.
That guy's dead. He doesn't know it yet. He's fucking dead. I see your smoke. Hide from me. Ah. Prowlers covering prowlers. See how fast? What are you talking about, Lanzer? There were like 7 guys shooting him. And he shrugged off like 2 of my C4s. Okay. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but that was not a good example. You gotta admit. I also need to find a more patient angle on this. Okay, not that one. You might just better stay inside and wait. That was more C4 buggy? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so the first C4 was dead on and it did no damage. Second C4 was kind of a whiff. But then he was being shot at by like 7 other guys. And if it was only being shot at by 2 other guys, he could have just turned around and killed us both. Alright, I think I'm going to swap over to maybe some medic. Let's play a big support medic. Let's do it. Grenade Bando medic. Well... Alright. Maybe the fun is over. This base. Still alive for now. For now. Oh, that felt so good. That Max was out of position. GG Lancer, I'm glad you dropped by. Oh shit. Copyright warning. The fun police are here. Why won't they push in? Wonder if those 20 guys that were in Prowlers hopped in heavy assaults and pushed. Probably have this by now. The return of Joseph. Who killed you, boys? A Colossus camping a cap point. This is the kind of stuff that little Planetside people scream at. This is making the little Planetside inside me shrivel. They won't even bother to push. They're just content to farm the doorways in their fucking vehicles. This is where small Planetside, big Planetside gets a bad rap. You do this kind of stuff. This is what makes the arguments of the little Planetside people stick. Is stuff like this. Oh, here's an interesting angle. Okay. I feel like I've discovered a new toy with that angle. Turn the sound down again. You're going to go beast mode for a second there, and then we didn't. This guy gets it. Shit. Ah. C4, why you do this? This guy doing the same thing? I think he is. What a god. I think I just wandered into that guy's bullet. Yeah, I'll take. Oh, why did I do that? Ah! Lesson still not learned. No, sorry. Is it the Connery boys that are doing this? Oh shit, they're in the base. Well, I wiped that problem out. Easy. Don't nerf light assault, nerf Deeg. Guns don't kill people. I kill people. Fuck, that's too many angles. I can't handle it. That max was already softened up though. I just finished. Oh lordy. They're pushing in on all corners. Whoever pulled this under is getting so much XP. Fuck. That was a waste of brick. That missed the door? Shit. Ah, 2 TKs? Oh man, say it ain't so. I deserve to get Python. Thane Raven. Things are well tonight, friend. How goes it with you? Oh my god, it pains me that didn't go off. Oh, yeah, it's over. It's all over. Beginning of the end. Got your garage cleaned up? That's a great feeling. That's a great feeling. Yeah. Let's spawn at Onatha, North Gate. Oh, I can't pull one. I don't have enough resources. Ah, GG. That's okay. That was fun. While I refract, I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be back in about a minute. Enjoy the tunes of Planetside 1. Hey, Kai. Was it something you said? Nah. It was something I said. My throat is parched. I'm putting off ameliorating the situation while the fight was fun. Alright, now let's see what we got. Onatha's getting stormed. The Ascent. Oh, that could be a fun little fight. Now that it's not 3 faction. Oh, check it out. Uh, that was a little confusing. I think I was lagged there. Jump jets didn't kick in when I thought they would. And then my C4 got eaten. Where does this one go? A little quieter here anyway. Something. Oh, hello. A fun little infantry fight gonna happen here, I think. Shh. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Like maybe I could have done a jump pad into a Punisher thing. Didn't get close to working. I should just do what the wise planet men do and camp the top of the jump pad. That's Planetside, right? Meh. Oh, now the biolab. Wait, Crux? Eh. Android Catboy Ludes. Oh. Now there's a person. There's a person attempting to actualize right there. Bro. It's like 15 minutes outside that window. Where were you? Sneaky motherfucker. Where did my second brick go, and where did my grenade go? Yeah. TR are just zerging down the lane. Oh. Papa Vanu, please help me. Alright, I'm giving up. Start over. Reinvent ourselves. Reinvent ourselves as a genuine physician. Oh, thank you. Spitfires are one of the great sins of Planetside 2. One of the great, great sins. I got booshed. Okay, iron sighted me. Wow. I got baited. Oh, I ganked that kill. Suck it, Lib. Oh no. Getting a lot of copyright warnings tonight. Number 1, baby. Let's go. Gotta shoot him, bro. If you're gonna stand in front of me, you gotta shoot him. All right. Too many shotguns. What can we do here?
Can't let this facility fall to the enemy.
Fuck. Well, that was decent back and forth, actually. Scarfield, Reliquary, Shrouded Skyway. Can I get to Scarfield? Maybe. Oh, this cursed base. Yes. Yes.
Imminent success is all but assured.
Oh, that almost worked. That almost worked. Where's this go? Oh, just the other side. Okay.
success is all but assured. Commander, a truly stalwart defense.
Almost got away. I'm gonna fight hard for every single one of these kills. This base kind of sucks to defend. Hard to believe this is a 50. Well, I guess more like 60-40. Not a good spot. Ooh, that was a good C4 by that guy. Cleared that shit out. Without the stream ended? Nah, dude. Why'd you think that? It's been quiet for a little while. Can't find a single angle in space. People saying later good night. Oh no, that was just Lander taking off the night. We are still here. We abide. Bruh. Yeah, sometimes there's a time for talking, sometimes there's a time for gaming. It's all good. It's a circle of gaming. And it binds us all. Okay, these doors, I don't think they're gonna yield much for me. We gotta find a different shtick. Or, you know, just die. I wonder if I pulled Asunder around, if it would live for a second. Probably not. Oh, we don't have, I don't have enough resources, so I can't. 2 minutes. Immersion. You love the barrel disassembling feature that comes with sustained fire? You love the barrel disassembling feature that comes with sustained fire? I'm just going to say that a couple more times because I don't quite get it. But I can vibe with it. I think you're still in there, buddy. Shouldn't have peeked. I haven't learned my lesson now. I never will. Oh. Just like, can't help myself. Literally every single angle. It's so easy to cover them all in this base, I feel like. The word is, Kai, that Joseph is a brand new blue planet land. Yeah. My reticle's on target, but my bullets go everywhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Little thing we call bloom. I so badly wanted a kill there. If that guy was holding down that angle, what hope could I possibly have had at that fight? I gotta hold down the angle on the house all the way across. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at it. Any other good fights pop up? Make me feel a little less bitter. They roll over the biolab. Tech plant is also... Well, there's no one contesting it. Hawks or Raven Landing. This can be a fun base to defend. Bullet spread is pretty normal. I suppose so. The trick with managing the bullet spread in this, I'm not sure how it is in other games like Tarkov, but is you got to control your bursts. If you play like Mag Dump Deeg, eventually your bullets are going to become very inaccurate. The trick is not to Mag Dump. Where'd that guy go?
Imminent success is all but assured.
You played a whopping 1 FPS game mode, and this makes no sense from your perspective. Makes you more experienced than most in this game. Are there that many Planet Men you think have never played another shooter, Kai? In Tarkov, your bullets go over your barrel points. Yeah, so there's recoil in this game and there's cone of fire. Two separate mechanics. I don't have a strong opinion about it, honestly. Other than this, I've never played another shooter that had gun mechanics like this, because I've never played another military shooter. I only ever played arena stuff. Are they in the hills? Ooh. F. Mag dump, Deeg. The trick is not to mag dump. I'm aware of my limitations, Kai. Doesn't mean I don't succumb to them from time to time. Granite Valley 2-1 or Araxicom 2-1. I play MMOs, strategy games, single-player games. Seems to not be the type of game to obsess over realism over. I think that's a very healthy attitude. Very healthy indeed.
Mano is with you. Do not falter.
Here comes another max assassination. Oop, slid down the slope. I wasn't ready to shoot at you. Got you that time.
Can't let this facility fall to the enemy. Facility is lost.
The guys in your outfit basically play Planetside twice a week, and outside of that, very few of them have any other interest in shooters. If you feel like TR Max is meld infantry a little too well compared to shotgun and swimsuit Max is low. Yeah, they're louder. I think that the Scat Max, which is the scatter cannon on NC, is generally considered to be the strongest anti-infantry Max. Look at this. Look at this double team. Holy shit. Wow. They certainly are more effective from range than the scatter cannon maxes. And range worth a lot. It feels clunky to you? Yeah, I'm not a max expert on this stuff. Lanzer might know the answer to that. I'm just telling you what people say. What am I kidding? I'm not an expert in any of this shit. Alright, the fun fights have all gone away. The first half of this session was so fun. And then since then, it's just been, like, getting worse and worse. Man. Wish I knew what to do about it. What? I had pulse grenade out, didn't I? Nasons stopped popping up. It's true. There was a good Nasons vibe. A Kimbo shotgun. Absolutely.
Imminent success is all but assured.
Oh, that lib is getting hosed. Love it. Whoa. Good fucking shot by that guy. If you're referring to Indar, Joseph, it is not open. Destroying lives. Lol. Oh, I got tired, boys. I'm gonna call it a night after this alert. Get my beauty sleep for the Wrel interview. Yeah, this is a big sprawling base, a little bit like Mason's. A little bit. I think that C4 was going to work. Sufficient. Oh. I got stuck on the texture. Feels bad, man.
I've got ammo for you here. I'm an engineer. I'll repair you. This will be as good as new.
You still have people here? Getting pretty late. Awful sleep. Call it early. Good game, Joseph. I hope you sleep real well. Good sleep is the nectar of the gods. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll see you for the Wrel podcast tomorrow, if you can make it. Jesus, and he's got a lot of health. Bad time to reload. Unlucky for that guy.
Foes will know the will of Anu.
These tanks are just gonna let this base go our way, aren't they? Oh, I guess we already have it.
Enemy transport in the area. Spotted a vanguard.
We've successfully defended the facility.
Didn't realize everyone here was gonna be in a tank. A little boring for me.
Imminent success is all but assured.
missing a gun here. Where is it? Wait. Oh well. Well, planet mans, women's, and non-binaries. It's time for your boy Deeg to give it a good hard rest. If y'all are out there in North America, I hope you're getting a very good rest tonight yourself. And to those elsewhere, hope you have a lovely day or night or whatever unit of time you happen to be present in. I will catch y'all tomorrow for the Wrel Podcast at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's 1 a.m. GMT, and if you're in the Down Under, somewhere around noon-ish on Friday. So, catch y'all then. Peace.